All right, you guys, can you hear me? Okay, we are recording. So, welcome to those of you that are here with me, and for those of you that are watching the replay. This is our success session for lead consultants, and I'm really glad to have you guys here. So, thank you for showing up and just getting invested into your business. When I truly say that showing up is literally super important, I cannot say it enough, you guys, because you're learning and you're invested and you are hearing all of the things that are going to help you in your business. And even if they don't resonate with you right now, I guarantee at one point in your business, it's going to click. And I used to show up to trainings and hear all these things. And then all of a sudden, one day I would be like, oh my goodness, I know what she's talking about. I get it because I'm going through it. So I want you guys to learn from my mistakes. I want to tell you everything that I know so you can be better than I ever was. And you guys are amazing. So I am going to go over some things that I think are really, really important for you right now at your title, what you need to do to move forward, and just focus on, because sometimes we get so lost in, what we should be doing, what we see other people doing. We just want to grow so badly. We want this so badly for ourselves and for our team that we start just doing all the extra things that we don't need to do. And it overcomplicates things. And I've been there, trust me. Sometimes I still go there and I have to check myself to be like, girl, get back to basics, because truly this can be so simple and easy for you. Okay. So right now, whether you have a team of one, a team of one is yourself. Always. You started as a team of one, yourself, or two. Okay. So even if you have one person on your team or more, okay, you're a leader. You are a leader. And some people are natural born leaders. Like I always say, my son Declan, I'm like, he's a leader. He's really actually like bossy, but I'm like, let's just kind of like refocus those traits into like leadership skills. So some people do actually just have the natural ability, but nobody knows how to lead a Scentsy team or be like a Scentsy lead consultant. Like that's ridiculous, right? So this is all a learned skill. I want you to know that, okay? Everything that you're going to learn through Scentsy is something that you can pick up right now, that you can learn tomorrow, okay? You don't need to have any experience, which is honestly, I think having no experience is better, because some people come from direct sales and they were trained a certain way with that company. And so, the way that they think direct sales work may be different than the way that our culture and community is. So it's hard to break habits or to kind of think and, look at things in a new perspective. So honestly, sometimes I think no experience is better experience. You're kind of easier, to help and develop into your leadership. So as a lead, you need at least 500 PRV in sales, okay? And you need 1,000 GWV and one active frontline, okay? So that's what you needed to become lead, which is amazing, because once you become a leader, it's a really big deal. I want you to step into that. And I'm gonna tell you this, something that was told to me very early on. I think I had like 3 people on my team and I was like, I'm getting a team page. I'm gonna act like I know what I'm talking about. And I remember, being told, if you want to be like high up in the company, if you want to be a leader, if you want to be a director, then act like it. Just act like it. Not like you need to be a know-it-all, but just, get yourself organized, be business minded, invest into your business, learn about your business, perfect your craft and what you're doing. And so I really heard that. And it's kind of stuck with me ever since. So even when I'm doing my coaching calls with my frontline, I say, you know what? They're like, I want to promote. I want to be a director. I want to be this. I want to be that. And I say, you know what, then act like it. And that's not in a condescending manner. I'm truly saying, like, you are that person. Just act like it. You don't need to act a certain way once you hit director. Be director now. It's who you are inside. It has nothing to do with your title. All right. So in order to sustain lead numbers, which is getting paid at title. And I also want to tell you guys, maybe you know, maybe you don't, and for anybody watching the replay as well, GWV is group wholesale volume. So that is collectively what you and your team make together. However, It's only 75% of what each of you make. Okay. It's not like your PRV, $1 usually equals 1 PRV. With GWV, it's 75% of your GWV and 75% of everybody else's equals your, did I say GW? 75% of your PRV and everybody else's PRV equals GWV, okay? So sometimes it can get confusing because you're like, oh my gosh, so-and-so has 500, I have 500. Why am I not at 1,000 GWV? Because it's 75% of each, okay? So when they say bare minimum, you need to get 500 PRV in sales, that is bare minimum. That's saying that if you have one other team member, that's saying that they need to have over 500 PRV, right? So bare minimum, the requirement is 500 PRV. Now, what I try to help in one active frontline, so that is just one other person on your team. So technically, okay, if you get one active person on your front line, you only have one other person under you and they're active, right? And they're only active, you can still get paid at title. However, you're gonna have to carry a lot more of that PRV to get you over into 1,000 GWV. Do you guys understand that? Okay, I know it's so confusing and it's so like GWV, PRV, TNV, like it's so confusing, but trust me, you'll understand it the more you do it if you don't, okay? So you're gonna need higher than just 500. Again, it's bare minimum. So if you're looking to just, get your Scentsy at a discount every month, then you know what? All you have to do is collect a few follow-up orders, maybe have a party once a month, and you'll get your Scentsy at a discount. I have a feeling that if you're here on this call or watching this, that you want more and you want to grow a sustainable organization, make residual income, promote up the compensation ladder, etc. So I'm going to go out and say that if that is the case, you guys, really aim for 500 to at least 1,000 every single month. Now, some of you, I know for a fact, are heavy hitters in sales and produce way more than that. Like I know specifically some of you on this call are. And that's amazing, okay? Because honestly, you're gonna grow quicker the higher your sales are. And when I first started, listen, you guys, I didn't have anybody to train me, nobody, not one person. I had $129 at my launch party. And it was my sister, my best friend, and my best friend's mother. And I didn't get any host rewards. Like I didn't get anything. I was so bummed out. But, I didn't let that stop me. And I don't want any little failures or any little disappointments along the way to throw you off track. It's going to happen. Okay. But I never thought that I would be high sales ever. And now I've never really gone under $2,000 in sales because as you establish your business, okay, you're going to create a loyal customer base. You're going to have a follow-up system that pretty much runs itself. And I have parties now where at bare minimum, $800, $900 in sales, okay? So just know that it comes with time and experience and consistency, all right? So if you're not there yet, do not worry. I would see when I first joined and all the shout outs on Kristen Ingalls or Jennifer Anderson's page, I'd be like, these girls are getting $2,000 in sales a month. Like, what are they doing? And I remember thinking, I will never be that person. But trust me, stick with it. You will be there, I promise you, okay? So every month you want to aim for getting paid at title, first and foremost, okay? Aim for getting paid at title. Now, depending on how big your team is, you really want to focus on your front line. You want to focus on your front line getting active, okay? So right now as a lead, hyper focus on your own sales, no matter, even me as a star director, okay? I am hyper focused on my own business before my team. I would not be on this call. I would not be doing coaching calls or anything if my business wasn't squared away for the month first and foremost, okay? So depending on how big your team is, you really want to focus on your front line And so they say the majority of your frontline. So say you have 10 frontline, okay, on your team. You want, on average, 7 to 8 of them be active every single month. Now, 80%, I want you to listen to this and hear this for the rest of your business, okay? 80% of your team does 20% of the work. And 20% of your team does 80%. It's the 20-80 rule. So the majority of your team does not actively work their business like you do, right? So right now, as a lead consultant, you're gonna find your rock stars. Trust me, your business will pretty much be built on a few rock stars and them growing teams, okay? But at the end of the day, everybody's PRV builds up your GWV, okay? So the majority of people join for fun and to get their Scentsy at a discount. The majority of people. So I want you to focus with your team right now, helping them get their Scentsy free and half off, right? Because no matter what, no matter if they want to build a business, if they want to build a sustainable business with you, they're going to be motivated. They're going to be a go-getter, and you can work closely with them. But right now as a lead, I would say focus on helping everybody on your team get active at least, and helping them know how to open a party, get their Scentsy free and half off, okay? Because they will want to stay in this every single month. We can't push our goals on them. And listen, when I'm saying this to you guys, and it's not personally to you, Alicia, you, Brianna, you, Colleen, you, Maggie. It's not to you guys that I'm speaking in general, because it's like tale as old as time. Everybody goes through this. It's growing pains of leadership. Especially when you have a smaller team, you look at everybody in your team. And sometimes you put in so much work to sponsor people, and you put in a lot of your time. And it's like emotionally getting emotionally invested into people, and really like, you can do this, you know what I mean? And hearing them out, and, you know, supporting them and encouraging them the whole way. And then they join, and sometimes they do nothing. Like, I'm not joking, nothing. And so when your team is smaller, you really kind of get caught up in that. And you're like, but you just said you wanted it. And you're trying to motivate them, and you're trying to, you can do this. And you're following up with them. You're, you know, doing whatever you can to kind of get them re-engaged. This is the thing. And again, this is not you guys that I'm speaking specifically to, but we are nobody's boss. We cannot control anybody's business. They can change their mind at any single time, and that's okay, because this is their business and we are all independent consultants. So just like if something tragic happened in my business tomorrow, or tragic happened in my life tomorrow, and I had to take a step away from my business for a second, right? Like, I would never want Jennifer Anderson or Kristen Ingalls to be like, what are you doing? Like, I'm depending on your team every month to, you know, cover this amount of dollars in my paycheck or whatnot. That would be completely unfair. Expectations that I didn't ask for, right? That are unfair to you guys and to your teammates, okay? Because no matter what they say, what they do in their business is what is going to show you, right, that you can get invested with them. Because really, as a lead, you are a leader now, right? A lead is a leader. So I don't want you guys to ever get caught up in, I'm going to do it for them. I want this more than them. Because you know what? The only thing that you can control in your business, in your team, in your group, is you and your business. So if your team, if you're not getting paid at title because your GWV isn't high enough, nobody's getting active, nobody's engaged, nobody wants to move, then all you can do to control the situation is to sponsor more people. And that's it. And then honestly, sometimes those people that were doing nothing, they come out of nowhere and they're like, I'm ready, because sometimes it's a time thing. Sometimes people have things going on in their life, okay? So please don't ever get upset or discouraged because somebody on your team isn't working their business, because I'll tell you, it happens to everybody. But the more you grow your team, right, you're not going to be so focused on the people that are not working their business. You'll be more focused on the people that are, and you can meet them halfway. Because again, you should never want it more than anybody. You cannot want it more than they do. Okay? So don't drive yourself crazy. And trust me, I've done it. And the people that said they wanted to join just to get their Scentsy at a discount, okay? Yes, your girl was that person that was like, you can quit your job. You can change your life. You can, blah, 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 blah. And I pushed them out. I pushed them out because I was pushing my family's goals, my vision onto them. Okay? So whatever they joined for is what you need to help them or just give them the tools and resources for. Okay? So if you have a team of 8 and 6 of them, 7 or 8 of them only want to get Scentsy free and half off every month, then help them do that. Because you know what? You will feed them confidence. You will help them feel accomplished and like they're actually successful at this because that's what their goals are. And they may want more from that. But if you push more than that on them, you're going to push them away. Okay? And it will work against you. Trust me. So, working on getting paid a title every month should be your first goal. Looking at your front line and getting your front line active is a huge part of getting paid at title every month, okay? Always keep your eye on your front line. Now, you're gonna have teammates join and then they're gonna start sponsoring. And sometimes it's easy to be the team leader and want to, because if everybody is under you, then you've probably been with Scentsy the longest, right? So you kind of know the ropes a little bit more and it's easy for you to kind of help and step in and say, oh, this is how you can do it. This is how you can do it. But if their sponsor is active in their business, in training them, let them do it and establish their leadership. And you focus on your front line. You working with your front line is where you're going to see your money, your growth, your longevity, and your stability. Your front line. Okay? Now, if you have somebody in your downline, that means somebody you've sponsored has sponsored or down the line from there, and they do not have an active sponsor that just it happens by accident. Sometimes I always say, sometimes people trip on their promotions and they're like, I don't know how this happened, right? And they don't want leadership. Then if they are, showing up and rocking their business, then reach out and olive branch to them, okay? But if not, let their sponsor work with them. You want to create independent consultants who will eventually become independent leaders, all right? So what you need to focus on every month, getting paid a title, working with your frontline, sales. Where are your sales coming from every single month? Are you floating by the seat of your pants? Are you scrambling? Has it just thus far worked out where like, oh, well, I have been getting $500 in sales or 500 plus, and it just kind of worked out that way. I didn't really have to do much for it. Okay. If you're new and that has happened thus far, that is going to come to a screeching halt. And I do not say that to scare you. I say that because that is the reality and I will never lie or sugarcoat to you, okay? Because this is a business. You are considered a franchise business owner and you're building from the ground up. So you should know where your sales are coming from every single month. We are a party planning business. I strongly recommend having at least one party a month. Depending how quick you want to grow, depending how, wide and just the how and when you're looking to grow. But we should at least be having at least one party a month. Now we're in Corona season, so, we can really only do online parties. You can do tote parties, but to tell you the truth, guys, I only did home parties for 3 years of my business and I swore by it. And I used to say to my team, online parties don't work. Don't do them. They're a waste of your time. Don't do them. Don't do them. And you know what? Nobody on my team was doing online parties. And that's terrible. That's terrible. I should have never done that. I should have never done that. You know why? Because there are people that build their business through online parties because everybody does things differently, right? I'm not going to be able to create 250 people in our group that do things just like I do. That's the best part of this business is you can be whoever you are. You can work it around your family, your schedule, and the way you do things. I want you to be independent. I want you to find your own consultant style, your own leadership style. I want you to love this. And that means being authentic. So you have to do what works best for your family. And I was preventing people from doing what could have potentially launched their business in the beginning, because you know what? It trickles from the top. So whatever you as the leader put emphasis and importance on is what your team will. Okay? So if you're saying this is terrible, this doesn't work, don't do this, they're going to think that, and that's how they're going to teach their team. And that's what your girl did for a long time. Then coronavirus happened. I had no option but to evolve, right? And my sales have never been higher. Like what? I was doing this the whole time. I was bashing it and ironic, but my business has never been better. It's never been more simple. I do 30-minute online parties, you guys, and I have them all throughout the month. And it just goes to show you, okay? So however your team wants to run their business, let them. Give them or show them, point them in the direction of the tools and resources that they can find. Do not hand feed anybody, because you will create hemorrhoids. Sorry, but that's what you're going to create is hemorrhoids. And I hate to say it's so disgusting, but they are literally going to be bloodsuckers, okay? And I'm joking, honestly, but you want people to be as independent as possible because we're nobody's boss and your time is valuable. I don't know anybody that has all the time in the world to be just on the phone with everybody all day, answering the most ridiculous questions. Nobody has time for it, okay? Your time is valuable, so do yourself a favor and teach your consultants how to fish. Do not feed them, okay? So point everybody to tools and resources, however they want to run their business, but that goes for you, you guys. Your business comes first. Make sure that you're booking parties. You've got to front load your calendar. You should not have to worry about sales the month of. It is a suffocating feeling. It takes the joy out of this business. You're scrambled. You're just running in a million different directions. Front load your calendar. I used to do 3 months at a time. I do 2 months at a time. Identify the days on your calendar that you cannot have parties. Your family and personal life come first. But then you have to make time for your business. You can't just chalk it up. Oh, I have this. Oh, I have that. That's all fine and well, but your business just won't work. And that's fine. If it doesn't, you do you. But if you want this to work, you have to make time for your business, period. Okay? Identify the days that you can book parties and ask people. Does everybody know how to get their Scentsy free and half off? Yes, yes. Brianna, Daria, Maggie, do you guys know how to get your Scentsy free and half off? And this isn't like, this isn't like putting you under the gun or like, you know, I'm truly, okay. So I'm going to say this, Brianna gave me a thumbs up through the screen. I am going to say this, thank you, Maggie, because you guys all said yes, but I know there will be people watching this that don't. And what you do is you should have a follow-up system. If you don't at this point in your business, that's okay. Some people hit lead like the day after they join. So you're learning, you're trying to, you know, train new teamies. It's a lot. So listen to me, okay? As a lead consultant, I would say hyper-focus anybody that joins your team on helping them get their Scentsy free and half off. That will always keep them engaged and in it to win it. If they want more, perfect. Work closely with them one-on-one. But in order for you to get your Scentsy free and half off every month, you should be opening up a link under your own name every single month and collecting follow-up orders. You've got to have a follow-up system in place. It doesn't have to be what I do. You can go on YouTube, Training Center, I mean, literally anywhere, Pinterest. You can go and find different things that you hear from different people and make something work for you. And as long as it's working, do it. If it's not working, stop doing it because it's not working, okay? So do what works for you. But you've got to have a system in place. And within all of your follow-up orders from the loyal customer base that you're creating, you're going to have people placing random orders all month long. So do not have people placing orders just through your workstation, through your website, or you just take it and you place their order. Make sure that your customers know that you have an open link every single month to go under the link and order through the link. And you can even put an incentive. My customers know on my VIP page, if they order from me, I do a raffle once a month at the end of the month for anybody that went through my PWS that spends $50 or more. They get entered into a raffle. And I've been doing this so long now that they know it's the name of the month, right? So if they go onto my website and there's a party named October, that's me. They know to order through it, and I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying? So when I go to close that party, all of my host rewards are under my own name. All of this stock that you see, unless it's a licensed product. Can you guys hear me? Because it just said my internet is unstable. I'm like, join the club. Everything in this house is unstable. All of this stuff, you guys, is host rewards. Okay? So you really need to just be smart about it. I don't want you guys spending a poop ton of money. You don't have to do that. Okay? Truly. Open up a link every single month. And sometimes I have 2 to 3. If I close it because, you know, somebody's placing an order through me, I put it in for them. If they're local, I'll give them free shipping. And so I close that party and I open another one right back up because I always have random orders coming through, and that will happen. As a lead, you are now searchable through the consultant finder, which is a huge consultant perk. I get random orders all the time. Okay. So if anybody wants to order and they don't have a consultant, they can't place an order. They have to go through a consultant, every customer. So sometimes they don't have consultants. They have to go through Scentsy.com. They'll type in their zip code, you know, whatever radius to their house, find consultants in my area. And if, you know, you pop up, they can order through you and it will start to happen. Okay. So that is a huge consultant perk of becoming a lead. So knowing where your sales are coming from, having a follow-up system, pretty much everything from this point forward, you guys, should be easy systems so that whoever joins your team, you can teach them to do the same exact thing that you were doing without overcomplicating it, okay? And remember, however you train your team is how they're going to train theirs. And it is a trickle effect. I mean, it goes down into generations of your team. So think about how you're training your team, okay? Think about your social media game. Are you guys showing up to social media consistently? Are you sharing Scentsy? Are you sharing the products? If you don't know, now you know, but do not share links, Biggie Smalls. If you don't know, right, do not share links on your posts. It goes against Facebook's algorithm. I have a video specifically on algorithms on my YouTube channel alone. You can watch it, but do not post links. Try to avoid flyers altogether. They're salesy. Use home pictures. You can search for pictures of somebody else's pictures. Use it. Make sure that their name or website link or whatever isn't on the picture. But if you're not talking about Scentsy, if you're not creating interest and building interest, right, then how are you going to create or network with people? Are you just waiting for somebody to knock on your door or message you and just say, hey, I'm looking to buy $300 worth of Scentsy? Because it's not going to happen, okay? Social media is where it's at. It is a free platform for you. You can go on your phone, which I'm sure every single one of us are doing anyways, and you can make money off of doing it. So be intentional, be authentic, be you. Don't be the Scentsy consultant, okay? Because nobody wants to see you selling wax and warmers all day. No. I usually have Scentsy in a lot of my photos, but I'm not saying buy this, buy this, buy this. I do a lot of lifestyle posts on my news feed, and that is my brand. Think about who you are and what you want to share with your audience. Think about who you are that is likable, that is relatable, and that is trustworthy. Okay. Like people look at me like I'm just the girl next door, because I am. I really am. I'm no different than anybody else. Right. I talk about my weight loss journey. I talk about that I'm a twin mom. I talk about that I'm a stay-at-home. I'm a work from home mom. I talk about, healthy recipes and, different things like that. So all the other people that I'm friends with on Facebook that are on a fitness journey, that are work from home, stay-at-home moms, they're all looking at me and I'm relatable. So when I talk about Scentsy, it's just a normal thing, you guys. I'm not shoving images and flyers and buy this, buy that, join my team, $99 down anybody's throat. If you don't follow me on social media, please do. It's taken time to build my brand, but it's about you. I want you to be yourself and authentic, okay? Don't be a sales consultant. I hate saying that I'm in sales, but it is what it is. I'm in sales, okay? But there's a way to go about this that you're not spammy. Be yourself and have people drawn to you. Attraction marketing, okay? So on my stories, Instagram and Facebook stories, I am definitely putting out product in my stories, okay? It's like boom, 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 boom. I talk about it every single day because you know what? If you have 500 friends on Facebook or Instagram, you think all 500 of those people are seeing that one post you put up every 2 weeks? No, they're not. They're not. And sometimes I go through my friends list on social media to see, like, I literally have to go through my friends list, not my news feed, to see like, oh my gosh, I forgot that person existed. Oh my gosh, I have not seen anything from this person in like 15 years. And you know why? Because I'm not interacting with them on social media. So Facebook and Instagram only want to show you what you like to keep you on their platform. So if I'm not engaging with these people, they're thinking she doesn't want to see that. She's not engaging with them. I won't show her anymore. So I purposely have to go through my friends list and like a photo or do something like that to be intentional, to start networking. Network through social media. You have a free audience at your hands, whether they're just internet friends. Listen, half of the people that I'm friends with on social media, I've never met in real life, but I will talk to every single one of them because I don't get to get out of my house. I am with my kids all day long, working from home while they're doing remote learning. So use the platform that you have right now. It's already there. Be yourself, right? Think of the audience that you're talking and marketing to, okay? They're right there. Be intentional. Bring valuable content. None of those share this or Jesus won't let you into heaven memes. None of those, like if this child won't, get better if you don't pass these things along. Like none of those things. You've got to think about, not being so, I can't think of the word. You don't want to be controversial. I mean, listen, I want you to be authentic, right? And sometimes maybe authentic means like, hey, I got a little bit of ghetto in me, or hey, maybe I'm a little bit loud sometimes. You know what? I like to swear. Like, listen, so do I. But I can't be like F this, F that, blah, 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 on social media because people are going to be like, bye, crazy lady. I'm swiping like it's like, but bye, crazy lady, swipe up, right? So you don't want to draw a line in the sand and be like, she's crazy and you're only talking to like a certain group of people. You're going to get what you put out, okay? So if you're acting crazy, you're going to get crazy back. Definitely, you guys, the biggest thing, and I know everything I'm saying, I'm like, this is important, this is important, this is important, but this is important. If you want to grow further than where you are, now, your next promotion from here is a star, okay? A star consultant. You need at least 500. From here on out until forever, your own personal sales need to be at least 500. You really should be aiming for more than that, okay? You need 2 active frontline, and you need 2,500 GWV between you and everybody on your team, okay? So in order to get that going, and then you get paid at that title every month, right? Because you don't want to just hit a title and never hit it again. You want to get paid. You're getting increases on your percentages for your commission, okay? So make sure that you are building your team. For me, and for the person that joins tomorrow until superstar director and on and on and on and on, a superstar director always has to sponsor every single month too. Like everybody starts over from the beginning every month, as you know. The best way to grow your business and to keep it stable in a healthy, balanced business is, yes, sales. But a lot of people are petrified to sponsor. If you can sell the product, you can share the opportunity. If you can sell the product, you can share the opportunity. Okay? I'm like, that is Bible. If you can do that, I promise you, you're going to grow your business, because as time goes on, people fall off. Okay? Not everybody that I sponsored is here with us today on our group, on our team. No, people fall off every single month. Every single month. So the only thing that you can do to control your paycheck, your goals, your dreams, your vision with Scentsy and more, is to continually, personally sponsor. Okay? So you need to grow wide. That's frontline. That's frontline. In order to hit director, you generally want a team of about 25 to 30 to get paid at title. Okay? 25 to 30. Right now, where you are, I would say work on getting 10 active frontline. 10 active frontline. Okay? It's going to take time, but trust me, whatever you're doing now, they say has like a 60 to 90 day turnaround. So if you're not sharing the opportunity now, if you're not talking to people about it now, then it's just going to prolong, because sometimes people don't join right away. I have people that I talk to for 2 years that finally join. I have people that I talk to that are like, oh my gosh, yes, I've been thinking about it. And I'm like, why did you wait for me to ask? I'm like, why didn't you ask me? Like, I'm sweating over here thinking, oh my gosh, I don't want to ask her. Yes, I still go through that. I still get like the sweats over it. Like, I don't want to do it. But I know that this opportunity is something that can benefit everybody. So some things that you can do, any parties that you have, any customers that are spending money with you, every single month, you need to talk to them about joining. Because again, you don't need to join. You think, oh, she already has a job, she already has money, she doesn't need it. Well, people don't join just to make money. People join, the majority of people join to have fun and to get their Scentsy at a discount. That is the majority of people. We are the minority. We are the 5%, you guys, that want more. But most people, so talk to your customers. If they're already spending money with you and love Scentsy, then you should be saying, you know what? Listen, girl, you're spending money every month. Like, why don't you just join and get it free yourself and make money off of your own purchases? And if they're like, oh no, I'd rather be a customer, you're like, okay. I literally joke with them. I'm like, all right, but trust me. And then next time they order, I'm like, listen, stop, like, just sign up like this. And honestly, it is their best interest. I'm not just saying that. It is their best interest. We don't get any bonus, kickback, or commission for them joining, right? No. So truly, them joining and making money off their own purchase and getting their Scentsy free and half off benefits them. Okay? So think about that. And don't be afraid to lose out on sales to get a new teammate, because sales, PRV will pay you back right then and there. But building a team and sponsoring will pay you back over and over and over again. Okay? So current customers, any host you have, you should be sharing the hosting opportunity. You should be sharing with every single host that you have. Hey, as a host, we have perks as hosts. We have a host exclusive kit that you can join, for $59 or less. You can join for $99. I flip hosts. I tell them, if you want to join for $99, I will gift you these orders and you can get your business off and running. I will calculate what they will make off of that party and their host rewards. And I'm like, boom, take it. Like, take this business and get your stuff for free and half off with money, right? And most of the time, what they would pay for a kit, they're going to get back in commission, and they're truly already making profit. So host exclusive kit, flipping parties, current customers, start there. That is where you start. The majority of my team first came from me flipping hosts. Okay, start there. Then, if you haven't already created a Frankie list, create a Frankie list. Okay, create a list, and the Frankie list is to think about people you know, not people that you're close with, right? It's just to kind of get your wheels turning on the people that you know, right? That you can share the opportunity. And then think about those people. Who has a want or a need for this opportunity? Is somebody financially strapped, right? Do you see them talking about it on social media? Is somebody about to have a baby? If you're a mom, you know that after you have a baby, going back to work is the most gut-wrenching thing in the world. It's awful, right? Hey, you could either go part-time, or if you're picking up extra shifts, there's so many people out there picking up extra shifts to make ends meet. Hey, you don't have to go outside the home and pick up another extra 8-hour shift. You can literally be home with your babies and do it from your phone. Somebody that is getting married, they're going to be saving up, right, for a wedding. Do you know, I'm like, Maggie, I talk to Nicole about it all the time. Do you guys know people in college have student loans, people that have graduated, right? There's so many people that love to travel. People love to travel. They join Scentsy just because we offer free incentive trips, or they can earn themselves free incentive trips. There's so many reasons, you guys. Don't think of just the reason why you joined. Think of, there's so many reasons, okay? And the more you talk about it, right? Get creative. Talk about what Scentsy has done for you. Even if you just joined a week ago, think about at this point in your business what Scentsy has done for you, and try to portray that through social media when you're talking to people, right? It's not join my team, here's the link, $99. It's you want your job to look desirable. Number one, to your audience, you want them to be thinking, what is she doing? I want to do that. People message me all the time. How much money do you make? They ask me. And do you really make money? Do you really get free trips? Like, I would be an awful person if I was lying. Like, it would be a pyramid scheme, right? Like, of course I make money. Of course. Like, so think about how you are putting yourself out there. Are you even talking about the opportunity, or like what Scentsy has done for you? I talk about lifestyle and being able to stay home with my kids and all that. And then my audience is stay-at-home moms. That's who relates to me, Colleen, the most. So I know when I'm putting something out there on social media, that's really who I have in mind, that I'm like targeting and talking to. Okay? So think about that. Okay. And then as far as, so making your job desirable from your audience point of view, and also your team. You should want your team to want your job. Okay? You should want them to look at you and be like, I want to promote within Scentsy. I want what she has. If you make this look complicated, if you make this look too stressful, if you make this look like, you're answering phone calls or text messages at 11 o'clock at night because you don't want them to not have to go without an answer, they're going to think they have to do that when they become a leader. And hell no, I am not answering text messages at 11 o'clock at night. I actually have a 24-hour rule. If you ask me some crazy kind of question that I know you can find on the workstation, I'm not even responding to you for 24 hours because I want you to find that information yourself on the workstation. Okay? Creating independence, right? Do not jump to every question. Have business hours. Set up boundaries, you guys, because are you making it look crazy? Does your team look at you thinking, I used to have people say to me, I'm not ready to promote to director. I don't think I could ever do what you do. Right. And then I thought about it and I'm like, well, how am I making it look? Does it look hard? Like, does it look like you have to do all this stuff? Yeah, I was making it look like that, right? I was getting live on the team page every day. I was doing all these, this, all these trainings, all these, this, all this, that. I didn't have to do any of that, right? Simplify your business so your job looks desirable to your team too. Okay, leading your team. Make sure you have an onboarding system that is simple and duplicatable. Duplication is going to be a big word that you're going to hear as you grow in your leadership. Duplication. It's something that every single person in your organization can do, regardless of their age, their gender, their race, their educational background. I mean, they should be able to pick up any system, okay? Because it's simple and it's duplicatable, right? So do now with a team of 4 what you would be able to do with a team of 500. Okay? Are you able to do coaching calls with every person on your team now? Maybe. Are you going to be able to do 500 people? No. No, you're not. So don't do it now. Okay? That's why I say if the sponsor's involved, let them do it. I know sometimes it's scary because you're like, well, that controls my paycheck too. Like they're under my organization. Trust me, it's the best thing that you can do because you're also going to burn out and then you're not going to want to do this. Trust me. Okay. So find an onboarding system that is super easy that you can do over, and it's the same way that you do it every single time. I just did a new join video today because the one that I had it was like 2017 or 2018. And I just wanted to update it because some things that I don't really like, do the same anymore. So I put a new video out today. And don't just tag people in videos. Like say, I'm going to tag you in this video, watch it. I'm going to follow up with you in 2 days so we can talk about it, and then talk to them about it and answer their questions and go over everything, right? Make sure you're showing how your teammates, how to get their Scentsy free and half off. That's really what it is. Okay. And that's all I have for you. So really focus on your own business, where your sales are coming from every single month. It's like clockwork. You know where your sales are coming from. You have a system about booking parties every month, right? You're using your perpetual party reward. You guys, I book as many parties as I do because I use the perpetual party reward. That is what it's there for. If you're not using it as a gift, like a host gift to book a party, well then yeah, take it for yourself. Absolutely, right? But I always offer a gift on top of host rewards, and that keeps my bookings rolling. Okay? You have to think about what works for you financially. Of course, when I first started doing the incentive, it would be a free room spray. It would be a free counter clean, and you pay 50% off, right? Now, I'll offer usually a free mini warmer is what does the trick, and you pay $10. But for $10, you're getting way more back in commission. You're meeting brand new people, right? And I try to book more parties through that one. So think about that. Okay, use the perpetual party reward in your favor, or you can use it for yourself, and you can say like whatever you have on stock, you could be like, oh, you're going to get a free, I don't know, whatever you have, right? And just take something from your stock. Just be business minded. And the last thing that I want to encourage you, always show up for yourself. Okay. You're never going to regret showing up. You will regret not showing up. I promise. Okay. I've done it myself. Show up to trainings, show up to coaching calls, always look to learn more. It is not going to hurt you. It is going to make you way better than the next consultant. I can see a difference hardcore in consultants that invest into themselves, that watch trainings. You guys, I don't have all the time in the world. And it's crazy that sometimes I feel like people think that I do. While I'm doing dishes, while I'm doing something, I'm listening to trainings or podcasts or whatever. While I'm doing other things, you can do the same. It's only going to help you grow. Okay? Do you guys have any questions? If you do, you can unmute yourself. And if you don't, that is okay. And you guys are doing a great job. Seriously, you guys are doing a really good job. I'm very, very proud of you. If you guys ever need anything, please reach out to me. I am here, and I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys do. So welcome if you're new, and let's do this. Lead and above. All right. Have a good night, guys.